With this Viognier, every day is a lovely, perfect day. We waxed poetic on the previous vintage of this wine, the 2022 K. Vintners Viognier Art den Hoed Vineyard, Yakima Valley. And you guys bought a bunch of it. And, well, this one's better. Now, we don't want to do like the, crying wolf thing and everything. Oh, each one, okay, Kyle, F off, each one is better. No, if something isn't better necessarily in a follow-up vintage, you might not hear from us, right? It's not like we're going to come on camera and go like, hey, look at this, it sucks. No, we don't do that. You simply don't hear from us with regards to that particular wine. You know what I'm saying? But when something is ripping, then yeah, we're here telling you about it. And the 23 Viognier, I think this wine firmly establishes K. Vintners' space as probably, I don't know if it's the top Viognier in America, but without a doubt the top value Viognier in America. And I would love to put this in a tasting with Calera and Albin and all these other super blingy ones and see how this wine does. You know what I'm saying? Blind. I'd be really curious to see how this wine performs with all those $60, $70 mainland list only jobbers. I think we'd be, I don't even think we'd be shocked. I think it'd be right in there, quite honestly. So long story short, told the story before. The vineyard, actually the guy that owns it, actually his name is Art den Hoed, which always kicks my ass every time. It's just fun saying Art den Hoed Vineyard. Gorgeous property with mature Viognier vines at this juncture. They're not old, they're not young, mature Viognier vines. And this is pretty simple, basic stuff. The key to Viognier, well actually no, I take that back. Scratch, rewind. You have to watch Viognier from front to back, from the growing through the vinification and aging system. Viognier will go sideways on you multiple ways, multiple times. It is as we talked in these pages before, it is a pain in the ass grape, and only the guys most diligent with regards to growing and producing it make the top quality examples. And Charles Smith and his recently departed winemaker Brendan Layton, they have the touch. Absolutely have the touch. Dig your nose into this. Now I know just a couple weeks ago we ran the Cuillerone up the flagpole. Pardon me. We ran the Cuillerone up the flagpole. You guys bought a ton of that. We were shocked how well the Cuillerone Viognier did. Well, hopefully our passion for the grape came across in the piece, and I think that was part of it. But anyway, the other point of it is because of the difficulty of Viognier in the vineyard and the winery, there aren't that many great examples, unless you're paying $80 for Condrieu. So a lot of folks don't even get involved with Viognier because they're like, F Viognier, why do I want to deal with that? And the grape's a tough sell, and da-da-da-da-da. I'm just going to make Chardonnay, because Chardonnay's no problem. Chardonnay's bulletproof front to back. No, labor of love here. Labor of love. And you can smell and you can taste it. So just coincidence that coming on the heels of that gorgeous Cuillerone wine, which is one of the top Viogniers in the Rhone Valley for the money, easily. Just coming on the heels of that, we now have the best example for the money in America, just a few weeks apart. Hopefully you have room in your fridge for both of these, because this wine's kick-ass. Now, what I will say is their version is a touch less effusive, a touch less honeyed than the Cuillerone wine. This wine has more mineral. This wine has more a touch of reduction in here, which leads to almost like a Chardonnay-esque texture here. For Chardonnay lovers that might like to maybe make the move towards Viognier, this is a beautiful, ideal example. Because it's still Viognier, true and true. There's the florals, there's the honeysuckle, there's the stone fruits, all of that is there. I would say this is a less exotic and more, like I said, more Chardonnay-y, Burgundian, kind of squared off example of Viognier, which I think there's a huge market for. This transitional wine is impeccably produced. You have your Viognier, but you got Chardonnay vibes, and all of it in one package. This wine's $20, dude. 94 points again from Dunnick, who once again said, I will gladly put this side by side against the top Northern Rhone Viogniers. And he's not wrong. Again, in a blind tasting, you would always be curious to really see how this wine handles itself. Just because the wine's 20 bucks doesn't mean it doesn't taste like $50 wine. And that's why we're here talking to you. And that's why you should be buying large volumes of this. Because this is $20 Viognier that tastes like $50 Viognier. With a score and everything. And isn't that the point, right? Isn't that what we're doing for you? Wine merchanting for you? Finding the best wines at ridiculous prices to pimp to you? We don't know how the 24 is going to be. Could be better than the 23. If it is better than the 23, well, you'll certainly hear it from us. If it's not, you'll hear nothing. And that's what merchanting is. So, 20 bucks, incredible wine. They did it again. Bless them. And thanks, Brendan Layton. You had a great run at K Vintners. He's off doing his own project now, making magic. He makes incredible wines. His project's going to be amazing when it comes out. So kudos to Brendan for really holding it together, for Charles, and you guys working together in tandem to create some of the greatest white and red wines ever produced in Washington. So cheers to you, buddy.